Hey guys, let's talk about the types of wine you should try if you're just getting into wine. What's up guys, welcome back to gentslounge. I'm George. If you have not hit that subscribe button yet, please do that right now. It really helps us out. We are here every week talking about men's fashion, lifestyle, and today, some wine. So if you guys are like me, you probably didn't really get into wine or haven't gotten into wine yet unless you were over the age of 25. I'm just gonna be honest guys, my college days were not filled with much wine drinking, but after I graduated college and started going to more business dinners and hanging around older people, I started to get a little more into wine and understand kind of the nuances of the wine. So today I'm gonna go over the basic types of wine you should try to decide and figure out what types of wine you actually like. If you try all of these, you will pretty much be able to gauge when you read a bottle, or if you see a type of wine that you're not really sure of, chances are it will be at least somewhat close to one of these. So once again, I want to thank Wine Still Sold Out for sponsoring all of our wine content. If you haven't checked out Wine Still Sold Out yet, you have to click the link. They have wines from 40 to 70% off retail, and the wines are crazy good. But they are wines still sold out, so the selection does constantly change. So let's go over red wines first, and then we'll get into some white wines. So personally, I am a red wine guy more than I am a white wine guy, so this is kind of more my section. But if you guys are just starting out, I would start with a Pinot Noir. So this is gonna be kind of the lightest of the red wines. It's gonna be slightly dry, a little bit acidic, and a very well-balanced red wine. Now, if you're just getting into wine, you have no clue what any of that means. So basically, just try some Pinot Noir and see if you like it. Up next, I would recommend trying a Zinfandel. This is pretty much a more bolder but still kind of fruit forward type wine. It's typically gonna be a medium to full body and be a little less acidic than the Pinot Noir. Up next, I would try a Merlot. So this is gonna have the same medium to full bodied fruit forward aspects of the Zinfandel, except it's going to be a lot drier. So basically when you try a Zin and you try a Merlot side by side, you will start to understand what dry means. And last but not least, I would recommend trying a Cabernet Sauvignon or a Cab, especially if you're trying it from the Northern California regions like Napa or Sonoma. These regions are pretty much known for their Cabs, and they are big and powerful and bold and full-bodied and awesome. So that pretty much wraps it up for the red wine. I do recommend trying all four of these different styles, because once you try these four styles, you will pretty much have an idea of what every other type of wine will taste like, because the grapes will be very similar to at least one of these, and a lot of wines are blends, so you'll be able to look at the blend and know if it's mostly Zin what you're getting or if it's mostly Cab what you're getting, and it's going to be very easy kind of to determine from a label if you have the potential to like it or not. So remember what you like, try these four styles, and you will pretty much be on your way to being a professional wine taster. So before we move on to the white wines, I do recommend spending about 12 to 25 bucks per bottle on these, just because you will get a more premium selection and a better representation of what the grape is supposed to taste like. Any more than that, you're kind of paying for the marketing and the label, but from 12 to 25 bucks, you get a good representation of the grape and of the wine inside without paying too much for the marketing behind it. All right guys, on to white wine. So up first on the list is a Riesling. This is pretty much the first wine I actually ever tasted and enjoyed. It is very sweet. They do make some dry versions, but the majority that you will find will be sweet. And honestly, it is a little too sweet for me these days, but when I was just getting into wine, this kind of helped me adjust my palate to drinking wines and got me into some different types of white wine. And up next on the list, we have Pinot Grigio. This is probably the wine you've seen served on most wine menus when they just have one or two white wines. This is pretty consistent across the board. It's very easy to drink, very light, very citrusy, and it's perfect for a hot summer day. And up next on the list is my personal summer favorite, Sauvignon Blanc. So this is gonna be light, citrusy, you're gonna get a lot of tropical fruits. This is one of my favorite white wines, especially on a hot summer day. And now moving on to one of my favorite fall, winter white wines, Chardonnay. So this is pretty much what I'm gonna drink during the day in the fall or winter, because it does have kind of a thicker, creamier mouthfeel, and it is very luxurious, but it does get a little overpowering, especially on a hot summer day. So I do recommend trying this inside in air conditioning where you are nice and cool and can enjoy it, because this is pretty much going to be dry, medium bodied, And you're gonna get flavors of apple, vanilla, and even butter sometimes if it is an oaked Chardonnay. So with that being said, there are a ton of different versions of these types of wine, and they're all gonna have little nuances and differences depending on where they're from, how they're grown, the year that they're grown. So just trying all of these once may not be enough to decide what you actually like, but it is going to get you on your way to decide and see, you know, if you like reds more, if you like whites more, if you like dry whites, if you like sweet reds. You'll be able to kind of decipher a little bit of that just by trying all of these once, but I do recommend trying as much wine as you possibly can to really figure out what type of wine you are into. So once again, thank you so much to Wines Till Sold Out for sponsoring this video. I will have a link to them down below if you guys want crazy discounts on really good wine. Please check that out. It really, really helps us out. And once again, thank you guys so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button if you haven't yet, and follow us over on Instagram at gentslounge. See you on the next one, guys. Cheers.